Hey y'all, it's What's Cooking with Fanny Boo, and tonight we're going to be making tasty shrimp tostadas. So let's get started on the ingredients. We have about half a pound of shrimp. We have some corn tortillas, minced garlic, fresh garlic is fine too, pinto beans and black beans. You can pick just one or go with both like me. Onion, avocado, cherry tomatoes, cilantro, lime, and for our seasonings we just have some cumin, table salt, black pepper, and paprika. So let's get cooking. Alright, so I have taken the liberty of chopping up the veggies that we're going to use. So I just grabbed a handful of the tomatoes. If you're using regular tomatoes, just one is fine. I used half the onion. I chopped up the whole avocado, the entire bunch of the cilantro, and I cut up and peeled the shrimp. So what we're going to do first is make sure your oven is preheated to 350. Alright, so next what we're going to do is make sure that your burners are on medium heat. So literally right in the middle is fine. I have a pot and I have a pan. In the pot, I'm going to pour both of the beans. Just mix them together. It's totally fine, liquid and all. Let's go ahead and toss these. We are going to use the cumin in those beans. So about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon is fine. A little bit of salt. Literally a dash, that's it. And let those get going. We're going to put a little bit of oil, about a tablespoon, into our pan and get the shrimp going. So all I did with the shrimp was I cut them each into 3 pieces, so this makes for a very good bite-sized portion. So just make sure they get all around there. And we're going to start seasoning those. We're going to use just the garlic, the salt, and the pepper. So about a tablespoon of minced garlic, just like 2 cloves if you're using fresh garlic. And we're going to use about half of the onion also. And put that in there. So remember, we started with the full onion, we only cut down half, so you're putting in 1/4 of an onion with the shrimp. Okay, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and some paprika. Just want to give it a little bit of color. I tend to eyeball it. If you want to measure it, it's about half a teaspoon, maybe as little as 1/4 teaspoon of each. So get that moving around. Alright, you can feel free to turn the heat up just a little. Next, we're going to take about half of the cilantro. As soon as your shrimp is starting to get a little pink, you just mix it in there. It is really important that you don't put the cilantro in the beginning because it has its best flavor if you add it in right at the end. So just go ahead and mix that in. It'll wilt pretty quickly. And we're going to take these off pretty soon because they're also going to go in the oven. So while we let those finish up, we're going to go ahead and give our beans a stir. Those are just going to cook a couple minutes longer. And we're going to line a pan. I line all my pans with foil. It just makes it easier so nothing sticks and it's a way easier cleanup. So we're going to get some of the tortillas, about 6 of them. You can actually turn the shrimp off. Alright, those are in there. We're going to squeeze some of the lime on the shrimp. Some nice fresh lime. Usually lime is seedless, so you don't have to worry about anything. Alright, not that one. So I've gone ahead and strained the beans, just separate them from the water, and now I am crushing them just so they could be a little more spreadable. It makes it easier to put them on there. We're going to season with some cumin, and we're going to add just a dash of salt. Don't overdo it. We just need to re-season them because they lost some of their flavor when we strained them. Get that nice and soft. Go ahead and take your time. Get them as mushed up as you want. No limits. Now we're going to go ahead and pop these bad boys out of the oven. They should be nice and warm. Set them here so we can layer everything up. And we're going to start with the beans. So we're going to do one at a time. We're going to put the beans on here. Just get enough on there to cover the entire tortilla. If you want it layered on thick, go ahead. If you want a thin layer, whatever floats your boat. There we go. Alright, now we're going to do the shrimp. Just get enough on there so you can get some in every bite. We're going to move over here to the tomatoes, the onions, and cilantro. Again, don't overdo it, just enough. And we're going to go from there, each one, just like that. Alright, so now we've got them all done. We're going to pop them in the oven for about 10 minutes. And once they come out, we will put the avocado, and if you want to add cheese, you are more than welcome to. 10 minutes. I'm going to pop these out. I was able to clean up while those were in there. I am going to sprinkle cheese on these, so just as soon as they come out so it can melt. Monterey Jack cheese. Just a little bit, you don't need to overdo it. A little bit more on these two. And the avocado, same thing, just sprinkle it over the top. They're ready to go. Alright, and that was Tasty Shrimp Tostadas on Cooking with Fanny Boo. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.